Hello, we got a TOA 540 invo here that I did in just over 30 minutes. I'm gonna comment it. I decided to start Kephri, and that's because I like to do a little bit of ballsy Kephri strats, so just being anglered up helps a bit. And the reason you would always start Monkey Room in the past is because you could get a huge pre-pot that you would benefit from, but it's not really that necessary anymore. I bring a range pot though. And one other thing that I do differently is you can see Kephri here is level 1 instead of level 2, because I do quiet prayers instead of that level 2 path. And yeah, I'm doing the puzzle here. Like my strat for this puzzle is I don't want to move to the edges more times than necessary. So yeah. Okay, we're going into Kephri. I do the regular rabbit trap I decided to do. I didn't bring the crate ring or a spellbook swap for this raid. I have a whole separate video for how to do this double range trap on my channel. So yeah. For my gear, I bring max mage as you can see and max melee, and then a bunch of stuff. Bone dagger, seer coal, a few pieces of range gear, not a lot at all. I feel like you don't need a lot if you have a T-bow, because it's so good for P2. That's a trap setup. Blue carries, so I can get a lot of hits on the Malir. 2 hits already. Kill 2 swarms. Another hit on it. Keep swarming. Whenever any swarms are far away, bring up the chimps. Because of the range. Missed one. Because I didn't bring out my chins quickly enough. But boom! Carries proc. 77. So I'm hitting quite nice right now. If you change it to mage gear, you really need to get your range prayer up quickly. Otherwise you get shredded. Do a fang it now, just so I get more ticks to move. It's pretty good. So I'm stepping back in order to not... because that one ranger just sees me when I'm next to Kephri, so by stepping back he only hits me every 5 ticks instead of every 3 ticks. Do a Keris. So I should be good now for on HP for the rest of the fight. Do some tick fixing with the blue Keris, which I also have a separate video for. That's just so that I'll tack, get that last swing in there before they're done. One thing I didn't mention is a path to that white tile you can see in the bottom left. That's in order to set up the dung in such a way that I'm closer to Kephri after getting dunged. You see I'm very close here. not super careful about prayer use for this room. If I use like one full pot, I'm happy with that. It's less pots to juggle. Okay. So that was a great Kephri time. It's time for the monkey room. I wear my melee gear and then I put on all my range gear. So I'm in like a melee range hybrid with lots of defense. Because I started Kephri, I don't have a heart boost, so I don't think I can do like that manual cast on those meleeers, but that's okay. Yellow carrots just so I stay high HP. I like to kill this shaman first. And that's because now I have like a huge shadow cooldown. And I can like use that cooldown to get in position for those rangers. Should have sent that shadow before I fixed the pillar. Yeah. Got a good explosion there. Oops. Yeah, so not the best monkey room. I'm over 2 minutes and I'm also low HP, so it's not good. But yeah. Start Baba with a bone dagger and a fang, move once and under. I'm gonna do a little bit of 5 ticking, but I won't be able to do a lot because of my HP. Like if you're not tanking any hits every now and then you are gonna be attacking on a 6 tick cycle. So there is a way to like tank every now and then and get back into the shockwave cycle. And yeah, I'm kind of rusty, so I actually don't remember how to start properly. So I just did a rapier into fang. That works, but it's not the best because like don't want to be hitting with rapier. Really, it does save me some HP though. Yeah, I'm gonna tank one. I'm gonna run out of prayer. Oh no. Yeah, okay. And I do the rapier into fang again. Now I'm just gonna be 6 tick redexing because my HP is so low. But I do end up getting a decent time here. But it's only Baba level 1 because I am doing quiet prayers. Some shift clicking and control clicking for this. Just equip my weapon because I want like this bag to be on the top right. That's where I like to keep it. Now I went Zebak because he's level 3. Level 4 Zebak is totally fine, but not with quiet prayers, because you take a lot of damage here, chip damage from quiet prayers, as you'll see. And if it's level 4, you're gonna have to use more adrenaline and yeah, possibly light bearer. It can get close. Yeah, so the puzzle room is the strat is just to go fast and use the jug on the waterfall and on the plant. Start Zebak. I start with the shadow and then I do my circle. That's just because the shadow has longer range, so I can start attacking earlier. And that's a general tip I have. You do want to attack as soon as possible, like obviously, of course, but I see a lot of people that they're oh, I gotta get to the middle of the room, I gotta get my troll out and stuff. Don't focus on getting your troll out, just focus on attacking. Because it's obviously better to get your staff or bofa or whatever going instead of getting your troll going. And I try to attack every time with augury. If there's one room in this raid where you want to use augury, it's this room, because the accuracy matters a lot for this room compared to like at Akkha or Warden. And I'm hitting well. Did get a nice circle as well, 23. It's way above average. Here I decided to do a wave skip. And I did manage to be spaced out so that I didn't lose ticks. Spam click. So I'm watching Zebak for his blood specials, obviously, so I can pray against them. Now when he's low HP, I should be getting close to reduce the shadow travel time. I get a little bit closer. That's it, hopefully, yeah. So, pretty good time here as well. Great raid so far. And here at Akkha is where I lose a lot of time. This raid could have been cracked. But I do start to get nervous as well with this pace, because this is PB for me. Here I'm shift clicking now, because I wanted to move. But for some reason I'd set my fucking mirror shift click to push. So lost time here. Well, I got the pickaxe spec'd on. That it saves you from mining a hit, and there's also a couple of additional ticks because you can instantly move instead of like waiting to get pushed out by the puzzle spawning. Okay. Do get a nice Akkha spawn, so like my strat for the tick perfect entry works out. And now I'm getting nervous because I'm trying to play well. I'm gonna try to get that step back hit on the first Akkha shadow spawning. 84%. Okay, I hit. I'm watching my defense XP, like 40 defense. Oh, I thought that was gonna be it, but it wasn't. So I'm getting meleeed, and I lost a lot of ticks. And you don't want to get meleeed, even if it hits you for a 0, and it doesn't change styles. It's still not good because it means it increases the chance of swapping styles later, actually. For double trouble in the middle, I wing it. I hear some people say to always move twice, or they have a lot of tiles there and stuff. I don't like that, I just like to wing it. I have a strat for getting to the middle. Oh, here as well, I thought I was gonna get to 60%, but it didn't. It's a huge... lots of ticks lost here, unfortunately. And right there as well, almost had a extra shadow ready, so 4 ticks extra there. But yeah, there is a plugin in the making that's gonna help us with predicting if these shadows are spawning or not. Like right now I'm just trying to feel it out based off my XP drops, but I was hitting barely short on both of these shadows spawning, unfortunately. But we're alive, so... You could probably see, like, if I've gotten a few more shadows off, Akkha would have been at 40%. Yeah, if it's just getting one more shadow off, I could have been hitting that next Akkha shadow during the memories. Here's the transition that I found that works very well. I didn't lose any ticks getting to this quadrant. Not hitting very well. Will I get DPS checked? No. And to judge whether that Akkha shadow dies or not, I'm also looking at my XP drops, and I'm looking at my defense XP drops. Because on those Akkha shadows, your damage splat is gonna be a little bit lower than your defense XP drop. There it's changed styles. This is not the best gameplay. I wasn't really looking at Akkha's HP. So now there's some keep back action. Maybe you can notice that like Akkha moves 3 times and then she attacks. So if you're not next to her, you can like kind of learn the timing by watching her like that. Him or her, whatever. I like to start from where I did there. Attack, wait 2 ticks and move into a butterfly. And you're in cycle without losing ticks. Here, 17 HP on Akkha. I'm like, okay, it's definitely phased now. And I move like this and I still get attacked. So I almost died. For this phase, like, I play very greedily now, but that ends up working out. Playing too safe is definitely not the best strat, and dying is not the best strat either, but there is like a balance, and I want to say you should play on the greedier side of things. I did get a lot of orbs. And I died, but we're still in, even though it's hardcore, because I killed the boss at the same time. So this is not the best example of playing greedy works out, but at the end there, by being greedy, at least I also killed Akkha instead of just focusing on dodging. For this phase, I try to attack as soon as possible after the fight has started. And what you can do is, if you have like a visual metronome like me, if you can recognize what tick you're attacking on, that's the tick you want to tick it for. Or if you don't have a metronome, just get a feel for when you have an attack ready, and it's instead of like doing an attack, you do the ticket. That's the timing. I don't bother doing any rapid heals or anything. I just tank to, if like my HP regen is ready, I tank down to 76. And if my HP regen is not ready, I just tank down to 78. I'm standing in melee range, which is not necessary, but it does reduce the damage I take. Because with quiet prayers, you take quite a bit of damage here. Like, Akkha can hit 15 with range and mage, but with melee, it's 10. So I'm trying to bait out some melee attacks. And also a tip, if you're struggling getting your melee gear and piety ready and stuff for this core, my tip is to like watch Akkha's HP. I knew that I was gonna face it and I swapped into my melee gear, and then I was AFKing for a lot of ticks, so you actually do have a lot of time if you just watch Akkha's HP. Instead of reacting to when she goes down, you're like, no, she's gonna go down. I like moving in between those 2 tiles that I did. It's really good strat, I'd say. You don't have to do any tick perfect timed moves. And the reason that's good, it's gonna go down now so I can get in my melee gear. And the reason that's good to avoid those tick perfect timings is not just because you could die if you missed a tick, it's because you might lose an attack if you have to move on the tick you have an attack ready. Right now I'm decided not to stand next to the boss because I need to Kephri very soon, so I don't wanna be swapping all my prayers and stuff at the same time. Look, I was super ready to Keris there. Oh, I'm below 15, got a Keris. It's gonna go down, melee gear. And look how much time I'm AFKing. Might as well sip my prayer regen, it's gonna last me the rest of the fight. I have tons of prayer. Yeah. I've moved my rapier and my Keris to the top, that's the only items I'm gonna need. And also like here, try to attack as soon as possible. Don't worry about your troll until after you're already attacking. And yeah, it's definitely worth how to do this without losing ticks. Having like a visual metronome like I do can be very helpful in noticing if you lost ticks or not. Like if I'm not attacking when one moves into two, that means I lost ticks. But I don't think I will. Other than that, there's not a lot to do here. There is some mobile Kirby strat that I haven't learned yet, where you do a bunch of running. That saves time. And since after leagues, you can't like just spam click Warden after skulls. You need to time it or you can get a null hit. And I think I found the timing. It's 2 ticks after you hit the skull. Like just hit the last skull, move twice, and then send the shadow. Then you definitely can hit. Maybe you can hit 1 tick earlier, but I don't think so. Move twice, shadow, and it hits. And even though I know where it starts, I always start from the back anyway, because why not? Just safer. And yeah, I'm getting nervous, kind of excited. I'm wondering, am I gonna get a sub 30? Okay. Use my Keris in order to be full HP. I lost ticks there. I like click to attack and to move on the same tick. Keris until full, then rapier, move twice, attack. .40 in rage. I feel like it's sort of the same as Akkha come phase. You gotta find a balance between playing aggressively and safe, and I tend to move towards aggressive. I'm like really trying not to lose ticks here, even if it means tanking a bit, but I do tank a little bit too much and I get nervous and I have to start playing safe, so that one was completely unnecessary. Now I was really, for doing my Keris, I like try to plan out, okay, let's get an attack off and then do the carries and get an attack off again. Definitely lost ticks during this enrage. And I kill it, and yeah, 11 seconds, 0.4 above 30 minutes. So I think I can get the sub 30 soon. If I didn't completely troll Akkha, this would have been a super good time. Like, Zebak is great, Baba's great, Akkha very bad, Kephri is great, Wardens great, and my monkey room was bad. So yeah, that's it. A short commentary here. Just comment below on YouTube and I'll answer you if you have any questions at all. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.